Hi Libra, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So Libra, I'm seeing you go through with something. It's like you want it, you're going to go after it. Your mind may not be completely like caught up with your body yet, but I'm seeing you just go towards something that you want, go for something that you want. Could be figuring out how to maneuver through a conversation with somebody. Okay, what I was saying about you going towards something you want, I kept seeing this, and I also kept seeing the Knight of Wands, so I'm sure it's going to pop up at some point. Focusing on desires, focusing on what you want, focusing on dreams, on aspirations. Looks like this is involving a connection for you, something that you're connecting with. Want to connect with, if you have not already. There may be a big focus on gratitudes as well for you. These are some very happy cards coming out. So the Knight of Cups is being in a space where there's like an expansion of desires and dreams and things like that. It's kind of like not being held back and going towards these things that are really like matters of the heart, that truly carry a sense of fulfillment within them. The Nine of Cups represents Jupiter and Pisces. What Jupiter does is it expands in a very big way. And what Pisces does is it dreams. And so it's like these fantasies that you may have, these dreams that you may have, for whatever it is for you and for your purpose, whatever feels connected with, whatever is in alignment with your pursuit of happiness. It seems very much like there's something that's really coming together now for you that feels important. For some of you, this is family related. No matter what it is, this is something that is going to feel genuine for you at the bottom of it. So even though, like, for those of you that are tuning in, this can be, like, many different things for each of you. Like, that can be the variable within the reading. At the same time, the commonality that everyone is going to, like, resonate for this is that this is connecting with something that you really want in the heart space. And so it's something that feels very genuine to you. I'm also seeing that something may have been a little bit more or less disruptive to you, but it seems like there's a desire to find peace, especially emotionally for yourself. Maybe taking a break or resting. Could be things that you're doing that are kind of helping you keep the balance right now. I'm seeing you move to a space where you feel like you're handling things and you feel ready to be doing that. And kind of adjust to this new period for yourself. There may also be something that you're doing where you're taking your time with it. Also reviewing things from the past as well. It seems could be stuff from your childhood that you're moving through. Working to come to terms with certain things. Really focusing on your relationship with yourself. There can be another person that you're working with too. Two of Cups. Can be somebody that you are becoming closer with, or that you feel a sense of closeness with, that it's kind of becoming about the two of you in a way. This can always be your relationship between you and yourself. I'm seeing you really play your cards close to your chest. Hold them close to your chest. The things that you want, your wishes, your desires, and then the High Priestess here. It's kind of like keeping things to yourself, not really letting anybody know how it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're thinking about. And this may have been something that you were in a space where you were like, you know what, I want to keep this more private. I don't want to let everybody know. This is just for me, or maybe like the people that you're close with, things like that. It's something that like maybe you felt protective over with the High Priestess. Also, maybe you were still trying to figure out how you felt about this direction as well. Like in some ways you could have been like, this does look like happiness to me. This does seem like happiness to me. And at the same time, there could have been something going on where you were like, I also am feeling these other things too. And maybe you wanted to like privately move through that before you kind of put everything on display. But then I'm seeing things like settle down for you in the way that you had hoped for them to. I'm hearing junket. I'm also hearing trinket with the King of Wands. Interesting. So, I'm seeing something happening. With the Two of Cups, this seems like a very special relationship that you have in your life. With the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups, there may be something that you like weren't telling anyone about, or you were kind of keeping a bit of a secret, or just something that you were keeping more privately. And I'm seeing this is also related to, it seems like how you feel about like something, someone, or a situation, and also what you wanted to do about that. Because I'm seeing you be in a space where it seems like you needed to carry forward with something, and you wanted to come off as being like confident and self-assured and things like that, but like on the inside you may have been feeling very differently. It's the way that I'm seeing this is like everybody on the outside looking in would see you like really looking like you have everything together and not really like seeing you falter or anything like that. But on the inside, there may have been something going on where you were like, I'm actually like not really feeling sure of myself right now, or I'm not really sure how to proceed with this, or how to, yeah, just how to move through a situation. Something was unclear emotionally for you. This is like, it really makes so much sense to have like cups and fire here, because fire is like, I'm gonna take action like this, and we're gonna march ahead in that way. And cups can kind of be like, whoa, what am I feeling here? So it's like you have that like energy to kind of push you forward, but at the same time you can feel like there's a lack of direction with the Seven of Cups, where it's like, I need to get my bearings first before we can march ahead. So something could have been delaying you, but I'm seeing you actually take the time to reflect, which is connected with Sagittarius, with Temperance here. Because that's going to be like self-knowledge, and let me look into this more deeply, and let me think about this before I move forward, and understand like how it's affecting me, and how this connects with other people, and all of that stuff. And what this is going to mean for me. And a decision that needs to be made. So something was needed from you, action was needed from you, but you were at a point where you were like, well, I don't know what choice to make yet, I don't know what decision to make yet, and so I feel like I can't really do something about this yet, not at this point. But then I'm seeing you make up your mind. So much going on, Libra. Okay. I do keep seeing the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is either you or it's somebody around you. If this is you, there may be somebody that you want to like move forward with, Or there could be somebody around you that's really into you, that wants to pursue you. You could want to pursue someone. If this is not an interpersonal thing, there can be something that like you feel inspired by, that you kind of want to like let yourself off the leash and to chase after. There was definitely a question of whether or not something was going to bring happiness to you. But there's a recognition that I'm seeing this be a directional process for you, where in reflecting and really thinking about what you desire and what you want and your preferences in a situation, what you're dreaming about, what you're thinking about, and what you want to pursue in alignment with that, connected to these things that are happening internally for you. I'm seeing you be in a moment where like there was something wavering. So it's kind of like this. You either realized that a situation wasn't working for you, or you didn't think that it was going to be what you needed it to be, or it didn't end up being that. And for others of you, you could be in a situation where you weren't really sure how you were feeling about something, but that sense of confusion is now coming to an end. Because I'm seeing that you may have been very in your water energy, because like over here we're just looking at like 4 little cards in a group, and it's all water moon energy. We have the High Priestess, the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. And so like having so much water can be a lot to kind of it can be difficult to organize with all of the receptivity. And so I'm seeing you get to a spot where you're like, I need to actually bring some air energy into here and kind of like organize this, what's going on here, and figure out how I want to take action in relationship to this whole situation that's happening here. And I'm seeing you slowly figuring out what you need to do. I'm not seeing you rush through something. I'm not seeing you be in a space where you're like overcompensating because you're doing something before you're ready. I'm seeing you really, really take your time. I'm seeing you get into a place where you feel ready to make a decision. I'm seeing something that you're working on, and I'm seeing an offer that's connected with, it seems like another person, but I am seeing that this is hidden. It's kind of like whatever happens after. It reminds me of like in a show that will leave you on a cliffhanger. It's like you see this person and they're like, I'm gonna show up at like so-and-so's house, and so you see them like running down the street or getting into their car, whatever it is that they're doing. And then you see them like show up at the other person's house, and they like knock on the door, they ring the doorbell, and they're gonna like tell this person how they feel, whatever. There's like finally this thing happens, and you see the other person start to open the door, and like that's where it cuts off. This is how I'm seeing this. It looks very theatrical the way that this is happening. But I'm kind of getting it like that. See, it's like somebody has been spending so much time being like, do I do it? Do I not do it? What do I want to do here? And so this whole debate that's been happening with the like back and forth energy of, I don't know, should I go forward? Is it not time yet? Am I ready to make that choice? And then working on like, what am I going to say to them? What kind of proposal is this going to be? If this is not another person, this can be like something that you are creating. Definitely can be like a business proposal, something like that. But for some of you, this can be something that you wanted to kind of like conjure up to then include another person with the 2 of Cups. So it's like, what type of offer do I make to this person? And I'm seeing you spend so much time on this. Blood, sweat, and tears with the 8 of Pentacles. This is like studying for a class type of energy to like graduate into making this offer towards this person, or like showing up. And then again, this whole thing of you get to the door, and finally you guys come face to face and make eye contact with one another, and then the moon comes out. So it's like the screen gets dark after that. It's cut off. So it's a mystery after that. We don't know what's going to happen. But so it looks like you going ahead with something that you wanted to do unabridged. You not holding yourself back. So this is really stepping into your fire energy in a bright way. It's like I want to go towards something. I see something that I want. I'm going to allow myself to be ambitious about whatever this is for you that you're going after. So the Two of Cups, it can be a person that you're connecting with. It can be an activity that you like to do. Two of Cups can be something that you're doing for yourself. The vibe of the Two of Cups is like bringing things together that feel they're meant to be together and kind of stitching things up. There's a sense of like unity within this. It can be, yeah, it's just like bringing things together in the way that it's meant to be. So rather than things being like in duality or being split, it becomes one, as it should be, is the feeling. And it looks like this was something that you kind of just needed to like let yourself go in order to do this. Because if you had been really restricting yourself, I don't think that you would have. But I'm seeing this like really ends up benefiting you. It's like letting your passions lead you and not getting all up in your head about it. Just like doing what you wanted to do in this situation. But I'm seeing it be balanced. It's not just like going forward towards something and not thinking about the consequences and not thinking about this and that and having this like be a risky choice. I'm not seeing it be like that. I'm seeing this be like you just allowing your passions to really lead you in a situation and to have this like unbridled energy that allows you to move towards what it is that you want to move towards. And the whole purpose of this is unity. So there's like a greater thing, like on a macro scale even, that's happening because of this that feels very important. All right, so we are looking at Pisces, Moon, Sagittarius. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.